Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Jayashree, and in this video, we are going to talk about my July TBR. I know it's late, it's kind of like a week late, but I forgot days when reading. So, yeah, pardon me and my apologies. Now, let's start the video and talk about my July TBRs. So the first book in my TBR is The Silver Elite by Dani Francis. It's a dystopian novel set in the world called Continent. Here the population is divided into the primes and the mods. Here the primes were immune to the biotoxin spread and the mods were not, and they have developed psychic ability. So the continent is under the authoritarian regime of the primes, and here being a mod, being having psychic abilities is an outlaw. You will be hunted down and will be executed. The story follows Ren Darlington, a mod in hiding, and her navigation through this treacherous world where her kind is being hunted and executed. The novel starts when Ren's adopted uncle Jim was executed for treason, and the need for revenge settles on Ren. But after some time, she got into the crosshairs with the Prime Military and she was forced to join the Silver Elite bloc. But Ren took it as an opportunity because the Silver Elite bloc is a Prime's military base which conducts secret operations and missions and also part-timely hunt down the mods and execute them. So Ren will took it as an opportunity and will infiltrate the Prime's military and smuggle out their top secrets to the uprising, who are the rebels against the authoritarian Prime regime. But while doing this and also additionally hiding her true self, she began to develop feelings for her commanding officer Cross Redden, and the feeling is kind of mutual.
Number two book is Problematic Summer Romance by Ely Hazelwood. Here, Maya Kilgore is a 23-year-old physics graduate who harbors a secret. She is in love with Connor Harkness, her brother's Ellie's best friend and business partner, and he is 38 years old. Soon, Connor and Maya will find themselves stuck in a Sicilian villa on the occasion of Ellie's destination wedding in Taormina. While stuck together and sharing moments with each other, something started to shift in between them, but Connor was at first reluctant to acknowledge this development because the 15 years age gap between them, but they will soon develop romance and explore themes such as emotional maturity, consent, and power imbalance. It is, of course, a forced proximity because Connor and Maya will be stuck in a villa for the next 7 days and they will be sharing intimate, embarrassed moments with each other and they will develop romance in between them. Here, Connor at first would be reluctant because of a 15 years age gap, but to Maya, this age gap is irrelevant. I'm a very big fan of Miss Hazelwood because her romance novels are associated with STEM characters, and as a STEM girl, I could relate it to it. And besides that, her brilliant mind of associating STEM to such plots are like tremendous, amazing. Heads up to Miss Hazelwood.
Number three book is A Murder on the Malabar Hills by Sujata Masi. Here it is a crime novel set in Mumbai 1921 during the British Raj. Here the story follows Parvin Mistry, one of the first female lawyers of India, who has recently joined her father's prestigious law firm. Her intelligence and her experience will make her the perfect candidate of solving this mysterious will case of Omar Farid, who had recently died and left behind three widows. So the mysterious will in question is that Omar Farid, a mill owner, had died, left behind three widows who had signed away all the inheritance, money, and assets in their name to a charitable trust, stating that they don't even want a single penny to themselves. But this is questionable because these three will be left vulnerable, and one of them had a child. So this thing may seem more common and charitable, but Parveen has her own suspicions and she decided to investigate it further. So she visited these three widows and suspects potential deceit, and she began to dig into this case further and further. But things became escalated as a murder happened which is revolved around this will, and Pervin's life fell into danger. But she is well determined enough to solve this case and to reveal the real murderer behind it. This book also highlights women's rights at that time because being a woman and having a profession like lawyer, scientist, and doctor, etc., at that time is looked down upon by the society. And we could also see Pervin struggle in that book to get more clients just because she is a woman and not just because she has this law degree from a prestigious foreign university. Number four book is Rosine Chains by Julie Soto. It's a dark romantic set around a world where magic exists and two kingdoms, Evermore and Bomard, are currently in war. Evermore practices mind magic and Bomard practices heart magic, and after a lot of bloodshed, Bomard wins, leading to the defeat of Evermore and the capture of Evermore's princess Bryony. After her capture, Princess Bryony was sold into slavery to serve as a heartspring, a living source of magic, and her highest bidder was none other than Tobin Hurst, who was Bryony's longtime infatuation and her classmate during their academic years, and also a higher upper class Beaumont's man. Despite the current political dynamics, things will shift between in these two and will evolve into something dark and forbidden. Number 5 book is The Takedown by Lily Chu. It's a rom-com that follows Dee Kwan, a diverse consultant, and her penchant for trivias and affirmations, and her navigation through her new job and a blossoming romance with Teddy, the son of a new problematic client, Celeste CEO. The most surprising thing is that both the main characters, that is Teddy and Dee, they have known each other previously through online gaming platform, and when Dee was hired to clean up the mess or the scandal of the Celeste company where Teddy works, Teddy and Dee immediately recognize each other's identity, and here Teddy also explained his double role as the CEO's son and enlisted Dequan's help to salvage the company from the crisis. And they began to work together for the same cause. And while working together, they began to develop feelings for each other. But here Dequan will struggle because of a toxic positivity upbringing and her difficulty to express her true emotions. Number 6 book is A Murder in Dehradun by Siddharth Maheshwari. It is a gripping crime mystery novel with a combination of suspense and family drama. So the story takes place in the picturesque hills of the Dehradun, where the Dinsho family has gathered around to discuss about a revised will which is worth of 700 crores. But things took a dark turn when their patriarch Jahangir Dinsho was found murdered in a snowstorm that has isolated the whole family. With 13 suspects, one murder, and nowhere to escape, this theme became more tenser when it will be investigated by the detective Shehnaz, a crime reporter also, and will unravel the family secrets. As far as I have gone through the reviews about this book, it is of mixed reviews, but I wanted to give a try to this book because now in day to day I am more into the books which have amateur sleuthing into them. Number 7 book is Murder in Old Bombay by Nev March. It is a crime thriller set around 19th century in British India, Bombay. The story follows Captain Jim Agnihotri, who is a military man and as well as a very great admirer of Sherlock Holmes, and his investigation about a dual murder case that shook the entire city. So the story starts when two women, Bacha and Pilu Framji, fall to their death from a clock tower of an university in broad daylight, and everyone thought it could be a suicide. But Adi, the widower of one of the victims, approaches Jim and requested him to investigate this case as he don't think that it is a suicide. So later, Jim teamed up with Adi and Adi's sister Diana to unravel this mystery. And as Jim began to dig deeper and began to face dangers, he began to realize that it is more complex than he had initially thought. So now we are at the end of this video, and if you guys have any more book suggestions for me to add it to my TBR, then do mention it down in the comment. And if you like this video, do like, share and drop your comment, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Till then, stay tuned for the upcoming videos. Bye bye.